Most creators think they need 100K views to make money from YouTube. Meanwhile, I had a client generate over 4.2K in 16 days with one video that had less than 100 views at the time. And now it's over 15K generated from their entire channel. So if you're grinding on YouTube right now, posting videos, not getting any results, and wondering why you're not getting any clients, it's not because you need more views. It's because you're stuck on one of these 6 problems that kill your growth before it even starts. So in this video, I'm going to break down 6 bottlenecks that are strangling your YouTube channel, why they're keeping you broke, and exactly how to fix them. And by the end of this, you'll have the exact roadmap to turn your YouTube channel into a lead generating machine without needing millions of views. So let's just get into it. So the biggest mental block that I see creators have is that you need hundreds of thousands of views to generate revenue, and that is just not true. I work with multiple 6-figure brands, including one brand called Pop AI, and they've generated over 4.2K in 16 days with one YouTube video with our help. And keep in mind, this video had less than 100 views at the time. Not 10K, not 100K, but less than 100. All right, so as you can see from my actual dashboard, I'm gonna try to blur some stuff out here, but you can see the actual gross sales within the time period from January 22nd to February 6th is going to be 4.2K, and I'll really do it again just so you guys can see, but just keep in mind, it's way more now. I'm gonna wait for it to go a lot higher so that I can create a bigger video, make maybe like 25K, something around that range. But either way, you can already see we've generated them a ton of money, and this is within a span of 16 days with one YouTube video that had less than 100 views at the time, now to over 200 views. And they collected over 4.2K from multiple people signing up, not just 1 or 2 people on a high ticket deal, but many people on a low ticket offer, which makes it even harder because you need more value, which goes to show that the quality of views matters way more than the amount of views that you have on your channel, especially if you're selling a higher ticket offer. So if you're creating content for the right people, you don't need millions of views, you just need 50 of the right views, 50 of the right people watching. So I want you to ask yourself, am I creating content that my ideal client needs to see to actually want to work with me? Problem number 2 is that you're creating content that you want, but not what your ideal client actually needs. And this is a thing I see creators ignore for months that actually kills their growth. They're creating content that they think their ICP needs, but not what they actually want. And even worse, they find their content fun to make instead of solving a problem. So let's say you're a YouTube growth coach like me and you're thinking, okay, let me create content about the best type of shirt to wear because I like wearing the best shirts. It's kind of cool, but your ideal client doesn't really care about that. What they care about is maybe the gear, maybe the type of camera that you have, maybe the type of microphone, maybe the type of laptop that they can use to record videos. They care about getting clients and results from YouTube immediately. They don't want to wait a ton of time. So you need to make things timely and make it about the right topic. So it's kind of selfish, but you're not going to attract anyone unless you're solving problems that they have, not what you have, but what they have. So for problem number 2, I want you to ask yourself, does my ideal client actually need this right now, or do I just want to talk about it? And if you think this is bad, well, the next one is where most creators completely miss out.
By the way, if you want us to handle everything for you, including the ideation, scripting, editing, thumbnails, SEO, and posting, all with the goal of getting you more views and more high quality leads from your channel, click the first link below, book a free call with my agency. Otherwise, let's just get right back into the video.
All right, so this one is the reason why most people post for months, but they never see any results. The fork in the road moment is not picking a niche. So you're trying to talk to everyone, but you're actually talking to no one. And I see this all the time. People are terrified of niching down or speaking to a specific audience because they think it's going to limit their reach and make them even worse at attracting their ideal client. And you can even see, for example, I showed these examples a ton, but even creators like Ali Abdaal, they used to be very specific and really hyper targeted. For example, Ali Abdaal used to be pretty much talking about a lot about health and giving health tips and, a little bit about health productivity and managing school, kind of things like that, right? And now he's talking about productivity still, but a lot more generalized, right? He's even talking about the easiest business to start in 2026, reading books now, getting various, general, how to start a YouTube channel, how to find life's purpose. Like, he could only do this stuff because he's well known for a specific type of thing. He got all the social proof. People know he's a credible source. And so he can go more general. People are going to trust him a lot more than you. Let's say if no one knows you and you go general, then, people are not going to trust you as much as this guy or as much as someone else who actually mastered that niche and then went generalized. So these people once dominated their niche, and when they dominated it, once everyone knew them for that specific thing, once they mastered that skill, they went general to talk about everything else because they already have social proof, they already have all the knowledge, they're already known for that specific thing, so they can just go general and people are going to trust them. So if you're starting out, no one knows who you are, don't try to be a business coach or don't try to be a mindset guy. You have to pick your lane, own it, and then you can go more general later once you're known for that specific thing really well. An example of a mindset guy that's more specific is, being that guy who helps people with their mindset, but specific people who maybe run a bookstore or people who maybe want to build a franchise. You can teach them about the right mindset that they need to have in order to run that business. And so once you pick that one thing, that's going to determine whether YouTube actually rewards you or ignores you. Because once you go specific, you can actually start to understand that audience. What's their daily habits? What they do every single day? Maybe what's their favorite TV show? You can talk about that in your videos, get to relate with them more. Maybe it's in your vocabulary. Real estate has specific vocabulary
vocabulary. Maybe your niche does too. Problem number 4 is that you're not posting consistently, and you really should be posting 1 to 2 times per week consistently. Because not only does your audience expect that number of content to come out in that specific week, but YouTube rewards consistency. The algorithm favors channels who have a predictable schedule. Because think about it, if you post on Mondays and Fridays for the past year or two, then the algorithm's gonna trust you a lot more than those people who post maybe Monday, Friday for 2 weeks straight, take a month break, come back the next month. It's unpredictable. YouTube's not gonna trust them, but YouTube can count on you for getting those audiences on your platform, on their platform, sorry, and just having them on the platform, keep watching your videos. And of course, YouTube's gonna make more money by running ads. And so you can see my channel is a little bit newer, but once you actually start building a lot more videos, once you actually start building a library of videos, you can start interlinking them. And by interlinking, I mean bringing one video back to a free course. I mean bringing another video back to a My Story video. Just bring it back to the place where they can get nurtured the most. And these are, lead the free course videos and the My Story videos. Or you can even bring them to a case study video, which would be a bottom of funnel video. So let's look at this makeshift funnel I just made, for example. So I'm going to use my niche, for example, helping people grow with YouTube because I run a YouTube agency. And so top of funnel for me would be something like how to grow on YouTube. It's very top of funnel. It's going to get everyone who wants to grow on YouTube. Of course, you want subscribers, but it doesn't say subscribers. Of course, you want clients, but it doesn't say clients. And of course, you want views, but it doesn't say views. It's very broad. So anyone who wants to grow on YouTube can just click on this video. Now, middle of the funnel is going to be something like my exact YouTube strategy. Of course, it's not going to be the title, my exact YouTube strategy, but it's going to say something very specific, like my exact strategy to getting X, let's say my exact strategy to getting 1,000+ views per day on YouTube, something like this, right? It's more middle of the funnel because it's very specific towards, views, or maybe specific towards subscribers. You can even do watch time. You can even do clients, things like this, right? I do a lot more of kind of like clients. And so that would be middle of the funnel, kind of. You can apply that to your niche. And the bottom of the funnel is going to pretty much, actually, let's go back to middle funnel. This is pretty much you showcasing your expertise, by the way. Like you showcasing some results, of course, but this is mainly you talking about your expertise. And then bottom of the funnel is where you're going to showcase the results that your expertise, that your unique vehicle has gotten, that your ideal client actually wants as well, right? So you get the gist here. Pretty much bottom of the funnel is showcasing that your expertise and your unique vehicle actually works. And it will get them the results if they go only with you. So an example of this would be something like how I helped, and then client name, or you can just describe them, maybe high ticket closer, something like this. How I helped X get 10 clients from YouTube. That's very specific. Of course, you can tailor this, but this is just an example. And so that's an example of the exact funnel that you would use as well. Top of funnel, middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel. I want you to pretty much take a screenshot of this or write it down and keep this in mind when you're making your next YouTube video. Whether the YouTube video is going to attract a broad audience, whether the YouTube video is going to pretty much be you talking about your expertise and your unique vehicle so people can actually be aware of that, and whether your video is going to be about bottom of the funnel, which is showcasing your results, leveraging your expertise and your unique vehicle, showcasing how it actually works and how it can help other people out. Now, let's say you've been posting consistently. You got people spending 20 minutes with you, 30 minutes, or even 40 minutes watching your videos. YouTube's going to push your video a lot more because that increases your session time. And session time means the amount of people on the platform watching your videos. And actually, it doesn't mean specifically your videos, but it's better if it's your videos, because then you're going to get more views, you're going to get more leads, and you're going to get more clients. But none of this happens if you post once per month because you feel inspired. Problem number 5 is that you're obsessed with your equipment instead of just executing on creating videos. I see a ton of creators spend time with their camera, maybe with their lighting, or maybe with their type of microphone that they have. And they think that's what's holding them back, but it's really not. All you need is an iPhone, maybe a mic that's just good enough so people can actually hear you in a higher quality and understand you. That's pretty much it. And think about this, most creators started with way less, so that isn't your bottleneck, but execution is your bottleneck. And speaking of execution, all your main focus should be as a business owner is creating the videos, not editing them, not creating the thumbnails. You should always delegate that. I mean, if I wasn't running my own YouTube agency, if I was a different, business owner, maybe running a, info business or maybe a coaching business, I would 100% hire a YouTube agency, because all you do is record for 2 to 4 hours per month, which is about 30 minutes to 1 hour every single week. And then you just give it to them and then you pretty much edit it. They handle all the strategy, pretty much everything for you. And it's not like some bootleg version where they just, barely edit it and they create a really, really bad thumbnail and post it. You're paying a premium so you can get that really good service. And of course, you need to make sure you have social proof and everything like that. I mean, I already have some. Poppy I, 4.2K in 16 days with one video. Jeff just collected an 8K deal not a few days ago. We have LA who just collected a 15K deal, a few months ago when we were working with them, as well as we helped Diego collect over 10K from YouTube, and it just goes on forever. But point is, make sure you have the right person, make sure you have the right agency, vet them, make sure they have results, and then of course, spend that premium to work with them because it's going to be super beneficial. And so that's exactly how you scale, not by getting a new camera. And even if you fix all of this, there's still one mistake that will kill absolutely everything if you get it wrong. And that is posting the wrong types of videos. There's a belief that most creators have thinking you need to post post a ton of top of the funnel content. I'm talking pretty much full talking head like I'm doing, but except this is more middle of the funnel. They're talking about topics that will get absolutely everyone instead of getting more niche into a specific outcome for a specific type of audience. And plus with awareness content, there's zero proof of concept because you don't have that middle of the funnel content going more in depth, and you don't have that bottom of the funnel content showcasing the outcome that your ideal client wants and showcasing how your expertise and your unique mechanism actually solves that problem for them. And I'm actually going to create a video about this, kind of like how about the first types of videos that a new channel should actually post or that a business channel should post. So make sure to subscribe to check that out. And so you need to post middle of the funnel content and bottom of the funnel content. I'm talking case studies, client wins, your exact process, and the results that it actually generated. Because once you have that social proof, once you have that concept that's actually proven to work, then you can post a bunch of top of the funnel to actually funnel those people down the actual funnel. And once you understand this, the whole YouTube game makes so much more sense. And you can even do this with the free course video or a My Story video. Just include your results in there a ton and have those people watch the whole thing, because that watch time is going to be insane. And that's honestly the videos that get the most amount of views and the most amount of results because it nurtures them the most.
So if there's one thing that you remember from this video, it's that YouTube doesn't reward effort, it rewards structure. So that's it. Those are the 6 bottlenecks that are killing YouTube growth right now. To recap, you think you need views to make money, but you really don't. That's number 1. Number 2 is you're creating content that you want, not what your ICP actually needs. Number 3, you just haven't picked the niche. Number 4, you're not posting consistently. Number 5, you're obsessed with equipment. And number 6, you're posting the wrong types of videos. So fix these 6 things and YouTube will become a lead machine for your business. Now, of course, if you want my agency to handle everything for you on YouTube, click the first link below, book a free call with us. Otherwise, you can click this video on screen next because YouTube thinks you'll enjoy that video a lot more.